Dude, Konzi, you're an idiot. Just for that, yeah. Here I am. That's not weapons to fight mechanoids with. Welcome back to the Hives versus the Zombies, you beautiful people. And we were kind of hoping that we'd have a little bit more time before these mechanoids wake up. But alas, that is not to be. The, I guess a proximity trigger must have gone off. So, yeah, now we've got a very respectable amount of mechanoids running around. Turns out they're taking each other out. That's cool. Pikemen in the back. Gonna need to be careful. I think everyone should be, if I'm not mistaken, in area 2. So we're not going to be wandering around outside. Also, this area is getting repaired up. Not that it's going to make a massive difference. And that carpenter, though, might be a slight issue. And we do have centipedes moving down. Okay. It will move back. That is not a fight we can take right now. And who's stuck here? Yomen and Umesh. You guys wanna move anytime soon? Shell shock from frenzy. Yeah, you guys staying there. That's gonna be super bad for you. Umesh, you asleep? Seems that way. Not ideal. Are these loaded up now? These are loaded up. Okay, let's take hold fire off and see if we can't shoot anything, or is everything out of range? Okay, maybe we'll put some hurt down on the carpenter. That doesn't have power, which obviously is a slight issue. Will we be able to get through his armor with the old torch swords? So who has one? Gnu, you have one, yeah? Okay, you're going to give me the different powers? Okay, so can choose between armor piercing, concentrated mode, and wide irradiation mode. But it's not actually giving it to us. Cool. Good news, mate. How do you feel about soloing a carpenter? Those guys are in trouble. That pikeman will be taken out soon. We're not going to do anything to that centipede. It's got way too much armor. And can we get someone who's not going to be super important? Longrot. No, you can't rescue him. Can you rescue him? We could arrest them. But I'm not convinced that's a great idea, because actually no, yeah, we can. That is not an issue at all. Okay. Try to arrest and then try to arrest. So the idea is we arrest them and then we just release them. They'll be in a bit of a bad mood, but details. Right now I'd rather them be in a bad mood but alive than being I suppose it wouldn't be in a good mood if they're dead. The embrasures will buy us some time, not a massive amount. The commenter is going to just chew through those walls super quick. And ideally, if we can get it on the corner, that means, like, the carpenter's not the carpenter, the ye old words, panic. Centipede, it began with a C as well, and I forgot. Should be able to take that out. Maybe. Thankfully all the 60 mils are missing. But yeah, you cannot underestimate how devastatingly dangerous a centipede is in this. If I could word, that would be amazing. Yeah, wasn't expecting this to turn this way, that is for sure. But we've got the two guys in. With those two in, we don't need to worry about too much. The carpenter, despite going down to like a whole bunch of low health, it's now back up to full. But that's because we've destroyed a bunch of things. It's got no sight, it's got no hearing. But its data processing, moving, manipulation, fluid processing and power generation is all fine. We need that out of the way. And you're just standing there. Cool, looks like we've confused it. Gnu, 556, see what you can do. Okay, we've got lancers coming in. Lancers will get shredded if we can hit them. That centipede has been firing like mad, so it should be running semi-low. 700 rounds, which might not sound low. We've got a second centipede moving in as well. Awesome, 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 awesome stuff. I think what we do is we actually go into zone 2, clear this area. This is by itself. We cannot rescue that. That is going to get us killed if we go for it. Then what we do in the meantime is we go power. Subsurface conduits along this section. And hope that we can get this autocannon on before it gets taken down. We've got the autocannon on. That is going to be able to do a whole bunch of work. Crankshaft. Okay. What are you doing? Tantrum. We can't risk that. Arrest. Okay, cool. So, turns out most of, not most, but a decent section of the hives have been arrested. Gnu, mate, you get out of there. Is that zone 2 is the next question. That is zone 2, cool. We can go in and do this. We'll allow that and allow that as well. This section over here is doing okay. And what we did do is we put reinforced embrasures behind. So when they tunnel through the wall, they tunnel onto the turret. Turret can shoot them, then we just repair the wall. Minimises the amount that we're firing. Doesn't look like it's going to be doing too much. These guys are going to be super annoying. So I take it if you can blast out their sight and hearing sensors, Carpenters really can't do too much, which is cool. We're losing some stuff, that is for sure. We've got a bunch of people arrested, which obviously isn't ideal. You guys can come off. I imagine you've got everyone back. Beep. Did you get them all in there? Yep. Cool, and all we do now is we just go prisoner and release. Let them back out. Well, that's a little bit more of an interesting start than I was expecting. I was expecting it to go, oh, we've got explosions. No, just pikemen killing each other. Killing each other pretty good as well. Shame zombies can't fight mechanoids. That'd have been a lot more useful. Yeah, I thought we were going to have time to do a bunch of stuff, get the base sorted, everything would be nice, and in our own time, shell the mechanoid ship. Yeah, that hasn't happened. That has not happened at all. But I think we're past the worst of it. Without that carpenter, there isn't too much going on. That wall will hold. These guys will get bored, and if they don't get bored, they go along this way and then end up facing down an autocannon anyway. No, turns out that can explode through that section. That's a shame. I thought that we had it so it wouldn't be able to explode that way. Okay, Centipede has moved into range of our autocannon. That might be able to do some decent work on this. If we could hit it. It seems to be moving back. That is fine for us. That one seems to be bored as well. And they are just going to be shooting up the old zombies for a while. Right, there is a chance that they'll just end up taking themselves out. That's what they do. Let's see what we've got over here. Cypher. Lancer. Centipede. Cypher. An extra centipede. Well, that'd be an extra 3 if we let them fully produce. We can't really send anyone out to mark the targets just yet. And we can't go through the top because of the auto inferno cannon. I think that we wait this out for a little while. And hopefully we have some more defences set by this point. Mechanoid's still running around doing mechanoidy things. But it looks like we were right with how we decided to design this wall. That will go down, and then that basically puts them straight on top of the military turret. Military turret then basically stops them in their tracks, and then we repair the wall. Looks like we've got a bit more of a shootout happening over here. This turret is already dry. Shot off all of its rounds like super quick. And where are you going? Round to here. No, you're not. I removed that. Okay, so we've got to take these walls here off as well. Awesome. Mechanoid's shooting up that way because, well, the zombies can't get across. Maybe if we dug a tunnel into this bit, but then that'd be kind of pointless. Now we might actually be in quite a bit of danger. So, one Infernopede and a Heavy Charge Blastopede shot this way, and 2 rounds and the Thermo Barrack took out the walls. Now we are trying to get the door in nice and quick with that door. Hopefully it will stop them from coming through, so prioritise building this door here for us. Crankshaft, going to pull you back. We'll take this out of zone 2. And yeah, it looks like we've lost our big turrets. So the things that would have actually had some potential to take down the centipedes are now gone. So I guess hope that the centipedes take themselves out. Not an ideal situation. And what we're also now going to need to do off the back of that is clear this zone, because we do not want anyone coming in here. So that will be them down. And what are you after? You're just moving. That's still got rounds of ammo. Beep, mate. You best hurry up. Centipedes are coming through. Go and shoot something. Do something silly. Give us a chance. Appreciate the enthusiasm, Beep, but that ain't gonna do it. Right, actually, let's go uninstall this and uninstall this. This is going to be risky. If we can get these two out, maybe these turrets. Actually, let's uninstall that one as well. And then get back into here. These should be more than enough to take... Well, that'll take that down quite happily. And there's only a Lancer. Okay, well, at least the thermobaric one's gone. They are mashing that turret up pretty good, though. Sweet. Didn't achieve a massive amount, but proof of concept, we can take down a centipede. Shouldn't really be bragging that we can take down a centipede. And looks like they must have tunneled through the wall, which is fine. We'll get all of this reloaded, and then we just repair it. And then we're good. We're still going that issue where they get themselves chain locked. But details. One step. Send about one step, and that heavy charge... Well, no, the Inferno Canopede just went and shot through our defences. So our defences are down there. Okay. Once you're through UMesh, we're going to shut this door. No one's allowed through here, and no one is allowed through there. We'll let those fires burn. We cannot fight any of that stuff out in the open. Oh, we're going to need to think of something pretty soon. Yeah, I can't say I'm a massive fan of this situation. If we had just focused down getting those in sooner, we would be alright. They would have been able to take out the turrets, and if we had walled it off like we said we're going to, then we would have been fine as well. But alas, that didn't happen. We've had a million things going on at once. But maybe? Well, I'm pretty sure we'll hold. As long as we don't get attacked. No, that is super helpful. Ciphers, pikemen, pretty much all out of ammo fighting in hand-to-hand combat. Roof collapsed. Mind you, this one's now out of ammo. Oh, and it's his birthday today. No one cares. You're going to die. Well, that's one way to take down a centipede. Self-destructing. We were sending GNU over with his sword to see if he could be able to do anything. That's not happening. Our wooden door's burning. That is fine. This section will hold. I don't really see how this part's going to go down. We are rearming everything. I guess we kind of want to hold out and hope like a big raid comes in. But it need to be a serious raid to get rid of all of these centipedes. And I don't want to start shelling it, because if they trigger and then come for us, we are... well, we're dead. We need some bigger guns, that is for sure. And one more centipede is soon going to wake up and join them. But we're taking a couple down. And then a few more out of ammo. So seeing as the outer lines have been breached, and we've got no inner lines of defence, we're going to change this up to granite heavy reinforced embrasures, which we should have done a while ago. And then behind that we're going to put in double auto cannons as well. Hoping that if another mechanoid or centipede wanders down this way, we're going to have something big enough to actually cause it some damage. Then once this is all finished and we clear those mechanoids, all we do is we uninstall them and then reinstall them into here. So then we'll have the defensive line. And now knowing what we know, we do know that this area here has to be walled off. And I'm thinking, actually no need doing that, we just wall across to here. So then all of the zombies and all of that stuff comes this way. Okay, Lancer fighting zombies, not too fussed about. And then that'll push everything onto the big guns. And I think where there'll be a path round, yeah, we can leave a little path. Then the breaches will go this way as well, instead of trying to breach through. Now, if the breaches are deciding that they're going to breach, then we just do a similar setup to what we have here, where we have a dead wall and then embrasure. I think that we are recovering this okay. Yeah, no, I have high expectations. Okay, found a slight flaw in these defenses. Turns out Yeety boy zombies are particularly good at taking down walls and turrets. Yeah, that kind of sucks. That is super bad for us. Man, you don't be using the binoculars, mate. Use your actual gun. So, yeah. Anyway, this area should be clear. Right. So, thinking. This kind of works, but would then need a secondary line behind it. Or unless we extend out again and then do it that way. Because we can always repair that wall before they breach in. Now, if they come through this time, obviously we've still got the military turrets here, then we've got another set of military turret sets, so it's not a massive threat, really. And then for the defensive line over here, nearly walled off. Zoo's got the back cannon nearly done. Just waiting on some plasteel and some components, and then these ones will be done. And we've got some zombies kicking about, but that is nothing too fancy. Mechanoid's still doing mechanoid things, and this pikeman has an axe. And that Cypher has a club. Funny things. And how many rounds do you have left? You got 8. So we've got this Infernopede that isn't shooting anything, which normally would be a good thing, but right now that's a super bad thing because we want it shooting all of its thermobaric rounds off. So then at least that we are not being on the receiving end of them. Zombies are good because they have numbers. And they are extremely fast. Fairly tough as well, but details. Once we get these walls repaired, we'll be fine, and then we can start consolidating once again. Yeah, do not like those old Infernopedes. So they're doing a pretty decent job of like sieging us. And you guys should have ammo, so any reason you're not firing? Should be able to shoot. Smoke, I guess. Maybe. Yeah, they should be firing across, they're not. Now this Infernopede has 2 thermobaric rounds left. Shot one straight into the chamber, then another one there, and yeah, not great. Not great at all. And a whole bunch of stuff is obviously across there. They're not really doing it now to each other. So, now we have the mortars set. Who's not super important? Let's go crankshaft. And then Zoo, I think. Yeah, you two will do. You are the builders, but UMesh is fixing this up. They're getting loaded, so they'll be fine. And we are going to start using some incendiary rounds to shell the mechanoids over here. So like I said, they are the Promethean-based flame. So they should, hopefully, potentially, maybe, do a number onto the centipedes if they hit. Took a little bit of damage, nothing fancy. But it looks like they've aggroed, so now they're going to be shooting up the zombies. Means they run out of ammo, which is one thing. Second thing, is that going to take damage? Yes, it is. Sweet. They might shoot each other and run out of ammo. And all good things like that. So we don't have a massive amount of rounds, that is for sure. But if we can keep tagging them like this, that is not bad. Just break them down slowly. They take sweet all damage. I'm not super convinced it's going to be worth it, to be honest. I mean, at least it softens them up, but really, does it do that much? And I think that should be the last one. Yeah, so now all the mech assemblers have shut down. That's good. That means no more new mechanoids. Our rounds shouldn't destroy this ship. Do you know what? No, we're going to stop shelling. There is sweet or point. We can't really do anything to the buildings. And they did not take nearly enough damage for that to be worth it. But they do shoot super quick. Stop forced attack. Stop forced attack. And I've got other jobs for you guys. And it seems that the mechanoids are finally actually going in for the assault. So you've got all their ciphers and lancers coming down. They're going to start smashing up the walls because they can't really get to us. We do have these autocannons. Everything should be loaded up. Aim shot on that if you would kindly. Well, at least we can start filling them out. He says, whilst they run around to other places where we can't shoot them. A little bit overkill with that. I think maybe we just take a small strike team out and see if we can't clear anything up. Everyone onto these. We'll go out through the top. That's going to be the easiest way to get in and out. We'll draw a lot of attention. Maybe some centipedes come down. Yeah, we got one coming in there. No, that's a terrible idea. Scratch that. We'll go out the bottom. And then if we go out the bottom, that means that we can pull back into this section before this gets around the corner. Because that gets around the corner and starts shooting, we're in trouble. Actually, that being said, what are we going to achieve by going out? We don't achieve anything. Change of plan, everyone back into the base. Well, that was a bit of a waste of time. Okay, first volley went into the centipede, everything missed. Once that's around this corner, the second one will kick in as well. Okay, down to 71. Did we get the second volley off? What did we take out? We didn't take anything out. But that done a very good job of distracting this. That will just yeet that into there. Eventually, whenever it's ready. Or not. But that does need to get taken out, because if that gets through the wall, then they got way into the base. Okay, Chang. Take one for the team, buddy. I need you this way, quick. Thankfully, it's not doing too much damage. If we pull you across this way, that thing hasn't had time to reload yet. Okay, chasing us down. Right, that's not through the walls. Centipedes are close behind. That is not great. This should have a target pretty quickly. Wow, okay. I'm not quite sure what I expected to happen, if I'm telling the truth. It's it would have worked out alright if we didn't have that embrasure there, but with the embrasure so it could shoot across, all that ended up achieving. Any reason you're not firing? It doesn't really matter. Okay, they're through the walls. We got one plasteel door defending us, and some wooden doors. Okay, pull back this way. Then once you're through, we're going to unallow that. That needs to be unallowed. Oh yeah, you can't get that way, you need to come back here. Okay. Little by little, the mechanoids are forcing us right back into the base. I'm not liking this. You got 4 rounds. So that means one more round and you can take this section here out, which will leave you with 3. And 3 rounds on a mechanoid centipede is more than enough to mess us up. As for their actual centipedes, out of ammo. Yeah, so it looks like the only centipede they got left with any ammo is this one. Close combat, centipedes are no pushover, but they're not nearly as dangerous as when they have shots. Cypher's obviously running into support will be annoying, but we can shoot them down. And I think we just keep pulling back, let them shoot their ammo, and then when we have the chance we have to go in and try to like get the kill. If it's out of position or distracted or something, because right now, we can't take it. I would like to take it out, that is for sure, but yeah, no, it's not happening. If that can do... So these reinforced walls have 1,530 hit points. If they can just shoot through the walls, you know, our little squishy spaghetti boys aren't going to have much of a chance. I won't worry too much about the fires at the moment. Okay, first centipede is in. Okay, this might work. So, strategy-wise, what we are thinking is if we can pull this round the corner so it's out the way, and then we stab it with a few of our swords, maybe we can do some damage. And then if that's round the corner, we can then yeet someone into this. So Gnu, mate, this is your moment to shine. You are going to ambush the second centipede. So this one shouldn't have a line of fire by the time we can close in. You take run and gun off, because we need you moving quicker. That looks like a really bad place to be, Gnu. Really, really bad place. Is that going to thread the needle? Wow. They do so much damage. Alright, sword and melee. Make us proud. Are we doing any damage with the sword? No. Cool. Lungrot, we need you over here. Manu, you don't have a one either, but you're over. Crankshaft, you come in as well. Zoo, you haven't got anything, but we're just going to need some firepower. Terra's asleep. You don't have a gun. You're a draft, but you're already using your sword. You're already shooting. Janglonga, you're there. Beep already looks to be in the fight. Do you know what? Let's just move everyone in. I'm not even going to be precious about this. Think that this is just about the best that we're going to get. Gnu's actually doing a number on that centipede, which I don't want to say surprised about. He's doing better than I thought we would. And yeah, these torch swords are actually half decent. The centipede is obviously being quite difficult to take down, otherwise it would already be down. You got a sword, so we're going to open this door, and oh yeah, you're going to run through and take this centipede from the other side. So we've got two guys fighting that. Soldier drones are going to be better in close combat, just because they're better base stats. 18, and Oya's got 4. So Oya's got a pretty good high chance of actually getting mashed up by the centipede. But then thermal backgrounds kill us anyway, so it doesn't really matter. This is going down, ciphers are coming in. Okay, what can we do for the ciphers? Lungrot, you can take that. Beep, you still got some rounds, you come out here. Those two can shoot the cipher. Cipher's going to be the biggest threat at the moment. Bunch of ciphers, it turns out. Okay, you guys watch Overwatch, make sure no one tries to third party this. I'd prefer if you didn't try to punch a centipede. Appreciate the enthusiasm. Okay. Sweet. Let's go in there. We'll close this door off, make sure no one comes in behind us. Janglonga, I know you haven't got the shot, so move across here. Right, sweet, amazing. That group of centipedes is down. Okay. Centipedes are so scary in combat extended. We also got Long Night. A space entity of imaginable size has covered a local star, resulting in a long-lasting eclipse. Reloading auto turret, inferno turret. Still got 600 rounds. I'm not sure why you're on your way down. But okay. We avoid the first lot of near misses and dodges, I guess. New centipede coming in, it's got 100% health. This one has 8 conditions. Hearing sensor's gone, 6 body rings cracked, and it's got 2 cracks to the head. Yeah, still going to be super dangerous, and we need to definitely stay out of their way. So if you'd move this way, we'll draw the centipede in again. But we're going to need to be careful because the other one is coming in behind, and it does have that heavy charge blaster. Heavy charge blaster is just going to shred through all of our kit. You guys move this way. Wait until it comes around the corner. Let it come this way a bit. If we shoot it, maybe it aggro's onto us. Apparently it's got a thermo barrack launcher. Because that one dropped the ammo there. Less than ideal. Let's engage here. We are around the corner, so it shouldn't be able to get us. That was shooting that up. Watching for targets. Okay, it's not doing too much now. Okay, Gnu, you're back in. And oh yeah, you're back in as well. So that's 3 of these swords going into this one here. We might be alright. Actually, we got more hostiles coming in. So you guys pull across here. Janglonga, we need you here just to stop these ciphers being able to get involved. And if they do get involved, shoot them down nice and quick. Do you have a line of fire on this at all? No. Well out. Okay, we'll open this door. Same thing again. Pull in. Then we can take the angle. Shoot them from the side. Maybe. Cool, that's down. No point shooting the centipedes, guys. Your guns can't do anything against it. Just take out these ciphers and lancers from getting involved. Move back this way, come this way. Sweet. Okay, that's done. Still smashing up the walls. Okay, so as far as how stressful this is super annoying. This is combat extended, and also Ironman. So one misclick, friendly fire goes off, or someone gets caught out in the open. That is game. Manu, you doing alright? One chunk, I don't recommend fighting a Cypher in close combat, but you seem to be doing alright, so I'm going to let you be. You guys don't need to do anything. Manu came in and gave you support. Cool. Couple more Cyphers coming in, and then we still have the big boy left. 17 conditions now, so he is a little bit more smashed up. Do you know what we really need? EMPs. And do you know what I don't have? EMPs. Let's have a quick think. So we've got 2,000 silver. That's not going to be enough to really get much. They do have the thermal backgrounds there, so I guess what might be a play is wait until this comes along and then try to trigger them, but then would also take out a whole massive section of the base. Shooting it down is not going to work. Now, we go over here onto the machining table, we can make EMP grenades. That could work. We can make the... How much work is this actually? 134, that's not a massive amount of work. And the actual grenades themselves, how much work are you guys? You're 74. Okay, what we're going to do is we're actually going to kick one lot of these EMP grenades out. So, okay, we'll get Dabo on that. And then hopefully we can get them in before this is anywhere too dangerous. And we wait until this is coming around the corner or something, because we still got like pretty much the whole base to run round. And then as it's coming around the corner, we throw the grenade, it triggers, then we get in close, and then it can't shoot us down. Thinking that might work. We're fairly safe in this area. This is part of the reason why we have been reinforcing it and putting the extra doors in, just to make it difficult for anyone to get through. Okay. Alright, so that's what I meant by reloading the auto turret. So yeah, it literally went out of its way to hunt down the thermobaric rounds. I have never seen a centipede do that before. Which is fine, because all it'll do is chuck them into that turret. And that turret's going to waste its ammo as soon as anything shows up. And then that is the last centipede. And maybe we can get it to fight some zombies when the zombies respawn. And the zombies are going to start respawning in about 3-4 hours. I'm not going to say we held yet, but it is looking like we might hold. I'm okay with that. And seeing as we have a bit of breathing space now that the centipedes aren't here, let's just go in, take all of their light annoying stuff out, because we know that we can. Okay, that centipede is coming back. And if it's reloading the Auto Inferno turret, I can only think that the other set of the thermobaric rounds are in our base here. So if it's coming back for that, we might be in trouble, because that's just going to start carving through the base. Now, fighting the centipede in super close might not be too bad for us, just because that means the grenades are going to be able to go off that bit easier. But we want to be out of the way and be in a decent situation. Grenades are made, so that's good. Oh, I thought someone was about to spawn in then. So we do have EMP grenades. Now actually, let's get a second set of EMP grenades on the go as well. And then we're going to tell everyone to carry one EMP grenade. And maybe this helps us. Okay, hope I can get this timing right. So we're going to throw one EMP grenade there. Who else has one? So we've got 2 EMP grenades. Okay, this can't go wrong. Chuck that there. Ooh, actually, no, we might have just done ourselves a massive favour there. Umesh, can you get in behind before this can turn around and shoot you? Yes. Cool. Right. Zoo, what you're going to do, mate, is you're going to stand directly behind U-Mesh and just shoot that thing. GNU, we're going to need you back in as well. Come through this door. Get your sword on. And you're going to start hitting that as well. If it's pulling back, everyone stay on it. Don't have a chance to shoot or regroup. You can go off, you're not really doing anything. Zoo, you pull this way. Crankshaft, you keep coming as well. If this can get out of combat and start shooting us, we're in trouble. But ideally with 2 guys chasing it, we should be fine. Crankshaft, you move back again. You've only got a melee of 5. Manu, let's get you in. Okay, a little bit of micro and we are fine. Okay, Wuchong, you've got your sword as well, so let's get you on this. Still at 38%, 35. We're not doing a mass amount of damage, but I guess death of 1,000 cuts at the moment. We are getting something done. This is the last of this set of centipedes, which means we've only got the power ship left. Now the power ship's not going to come after us until it's destroyed. Manu, you pull back this way. Okay, centipede. So basically when the number goes back up, it means you destroyed a subsystem. So it's not that it's regaining health, it's just systems are getting destroyed on it. So yeah, 6th ring shattered, sensors gone, hearing sensors, light sensors. We should clear this up fairly quickly now. Okay. I don't know how long that's been us fighting those centipedes, but that feels like a seriously long time. Welcome to the Hives versus Zombies, where in today's game we go and just fight a whole bunch of centipedes with swords and 5.56s. Like, dude, Konzi, you're an idiot. Just for that, yeah. Here I am. That's not weapons to fight mechanoids with. Shame they took out the turrets, but knowing what we know now, or what I should have done more appropriately, because I've done it in the other series but just didn't do it in this one, didn't think, I reckon we're going to be alright. So another centipede's come in. I don't think this one's going to be super dangerous. It is trying to run away again, so let's try to chase it down the best that we can. We got Wuchong and U-Mesh chasing it down with their swords. Once we can tie it into close combat, we should be okay. Just got to keep an eye, make sure there is the other big centipede's not about to support it, and it doesn't look it. So like this, as you would just seem to be taking them down like one at a time. And someone also managed to pick up a legendary torch sword as well, which I'm pretty happy about. So Oya managed to bosh one of them out. That is with his production specialist trait. He gets +1 to the quality roll of anything that he makes. So if he makes masterwork, it becomes legendary. Excellent becomes masterwork, and so on and so forth. So obviously he makes them pretty good. So Crankshaft picked up the legendary one. 2 to 55 and 9 mil of armor penetration. Well, 9.64. But I'm not going to split hairs over it. But yeah, seem to be able to actually do some damage now. This isn't going to take nearly as long. And then if we just take them down piecemeal, little by little like this, they aren't going to have any more centipedes left. And you know what? We should just treat the centipedes like beak things. Beak things. That's such a good mod. And yeah, just use our absolute mad horde numbers and just keep getting it chained so it can't attack back. And okay, Beep, you need to come out of there. And then everyone else, I think, has a sword, yeah. And just carve it apart. So yeah, they just keep coming in, one at a time. Which is going to make this okay to take down. I will spare you having to watch the rest of them because there's like 1,000,000 centipedes. There's not a million, I think there's like 4 left. Ah, that's not a bad shout. Yeah, 4. Yeah, we'll just rinse and repeat this strategy until they either stop doing it or they're all dead. So it has been pretty quiet for a decent while, so I figured we might as well start trying to shell the last of the centipedes into oblivion. Now these centipedes don't have much health left, and considering these things only do like 1 or 2 damage per shell, I think that this is going to be a worthwhile investment of resources. So we just start shelling, causing some damage. A couple of them will go down. Well, actually, to be fair, we should be able to finish all of them off. And that will be awesome for us, because we're going to need to take out this power ship, because psychic drone level extreme, which turns out does affect the princes. The rest of the guys seem pretty alright with it, but UMesh is ready on a mental break. Then if we go to Beckus, high psychic drone minus 54, which is mental. And then what about you? High psychic drone 15. So some of them are more sensitive to it than others, but that's for perks and stuff. Now if we went on to someone like Terra, not bothered by it. Zoo is horrific aging. Yeah, that's proper admech. Yeah, so once these are all sheltered apart, we then try to work on some more not neuro supercharging, but age reversal. Now the only issue I got with the age reversal is it takes one new colonist out for 6 days. That is a fairly long time. Someone can do a massive amount of work in 6 days. So yeah, a little bit annoying. Oh, that thing's actually proper on fire. Cool. Now it's out. I guess EMP grenades might work as well. But yeah, these mortars fire so insanely quickly. The 155 does a way bigger crater and way more like damage on impact. But yeah, the rate of fire of these is super good. And if that goes off when these are close by, maybe we can get a chain reaction that like makes a massive explosion. But I'm thinking that pretty soon we're going to be out of shells. And what do we manage to achieve? Like a couple % on each of them. And they are still far too tough for us to try and actually fight. That one keeps taking a bit of damage. That one's down to 18. That's 24. Maybe burn the walls, but then again the walls are a double-sided sword because, well, then they got more places where they can shoot. A little bit overdue, but we are going to send Beep down to paint up Gnu's armor into red because that was asked for, so let's do it. It'll be interesting to see how this works out. That is a very, very dark red. Okay, Beep, don't worry about that. Prioritise painting the Pioneer helmet next. Cool. So Gnu's got red armor now. Well, it definitely makes him easier to figure out who's who. I think we'll have a play around with the colours, just so it's a little bit of a lighter dark, because that just... the colour's a little bit off, but we'll sort that in a little while. Okay, so we've got the new prints come in. Broodseer of My Hive. That's a good title. Staggeringly Ugly, Bowman, Teetotaler, Persuasive, Rowdy, Kind, Asexual. Okay, Staggeringly Ugly, super bad. Bowman's good. Teetotaler is really good. Persuasive's good. Rowdy's bad. Kind's good. Asexual, all of the Hives come with anyway. But he cannot do a role that we can't already do. So, banish him off. Been having a look through ye old Zombieland. And I think we're going to mix up a little bit. So it says, when do zombies appear? Okay, so we're going to put it as only events. But we're also going to say, where do the zombies come from? And we are going to say, where the ground is soft. So that means any place that we do not have tiled or walled, zombies can spawn from. The reason we're doing it is because the game is running somewhat slowly with all of the zombies. And also the other side is the zombies are going to be nuts. So we've already like buffed them up as much as they can go. So they're like super zombies. Super ridiculously quick, so it's 1x speed. And if they actually run, yeah, they run very, very quickly. So the game should run a little bit smoother, which is going to be good for us because we have a whole bunch of stuff we need to do. I think this is episode 9 now, and obviously we still need to get off the planet at some point. Alright, so the first event of the zombies is coming in. So direct attack from the zombies. So big old horde, and they are crazy quick. Okay, eating some stuff, fighting some centipedes. Well, we know the centipedes are going to win that, so not too scary, but it's kind of cool. So they've got breaches in there, and they've also got a Yeezy boy, and then there's a whole big group of zombies in the back. Wait a sec. Nice. So they took out the power ship. Issue with it, which isn't a massive issue, but a slight issue, is now the centipedes are going to come and attack us. How are we looking on ye old defences? We've got one turret up. One turret isn't going to really help us too much, but still a start in the right direction. And then in a second we're going to take another group, and once those centipedes are dealt with, and come along here and clear these out. And the game is running a lot nicer for this. And the centipedes just went in and wiped out that zombie, I guess you call it a zombie attack. Cool, the turret actually hit something, so I'll count that as a victory. That's going to come and smash in those walls we aren't going to be able to do too much here. The wall blocked it. And then we've also got this one over here, which still has 18% hit points. And how many rounds of ammo are you looking at? 300. So more than enough to take the colony out a couple times over. Centipede's going back in for round 2. 13. So we only need to get a couple shots off, but then again, that only has to hit us like a few times. How are we looking? Still hasn't been tagged. Is this going to be it? We're going to make it? Sweet. Okay, centipedes are out. So let's go and take the gunners. Zoo's in that little healer pod thing. And now, since as the map is now ours, A1 on unrestricted. Crankshaft, actually, yeah, that's a good thing. You run in and hit that. GNU, do you want to get your sword and hit this? It kind of means I don't really need these guys. Actually, we'll just get them to go and punch this one. Cool. Then everything up here is then going to be all urgently. That's sweet. We've got another mechanoid power cell and then also a mechanoid ship reactor, which we do not mind at all. Actually, where do we want that? I'm thinking, let's put in the research lab. That makes sense. Was thinking everything was going just a little bit too well. But once upon a time, we thought there was going to be an infestation, and therefore we took appropriate steps to try and stop it. So we still got the chem fuel in here, and we still have the chem fuel barrel. Now I think that this is a job for Lungrock, and if we move him down, we'll get everyone else ready up to go as well. And Manu, we're probably going to need you. I think we'll probably lose the artillery piece. Actually, Crankshaft, you're right there, so put your head through this door. It is a granite door, so it's going to be super slow. Just make sure it doesn't close behind you. I really should have thought about the granite door. That was a terrible idea. And shoot this. Okay. Hold to open. That should now close. Everybody out. And we have the bugs trapped in a burning tunnel. Gun line across here in case anything goes peak tongue. Yeah, it's almost like we had planned for this to happen. I'm not even mad. This seems to be going super well. Once that tunnel's out, it won't be as great. And that done a number on that door. But I think most of the damage is already done. A lot of them are on fire. As they run around, they catch other ones on fire. And they're starting to panic and flee now. Well, wander. Marriage is on. Wu-Chang and Crankshaft. That's not okay. You're Hives. You don't get married. Only the Queen can do that sort of thing. And Oya keeps gunning her down, so I guess she's not going to do it. Beep, any reason you not got a gun? Yeah, you're in the old Age Restorer. Sweet. That is the bug sorted, and looks like that barrel of chem fuel will go up in a second as well. Oosh. Won't allow that, and just let everything burn. Well played, guys. Well played. And now, because we have had a little while where the game's been running nice and smooth, we're starting to clear this area here out. These is getting dissected up, so we're going to be able to put the rooms in. Neuro superchargers are nearly ready. How much do you take? You have 50 steel, 4 components. Nothing too fancy. I think, well, we need one for everyone because we're transhumanists, so that is fine. And then, yeah, this section will then be turned into rooms, and then we'll put everyone their own neuro supercharger in their room with a sleep accelerator and ideally like an ergonomic bed. So then they're going to sleep even better, then get all the buffs and that. So that's going to work super well. And also, off the back of that, having all these extra walls and stuff in is going to make this all a lot more defensible. So I am absolutely a-okay with that. And we can also start kicking in a few more of these hyperdense hydroponic bays. One of these is kicking out the nutriamine leaves, and the other one is just kicking out rice. So then we're going to need one for cloth, devil strand, heel root, and like one or two other things. But not a big deal. That's a nice, easy fix. But with that, I think that's a good place to wrap up the episode. I'm not sure how long this is going to be, but it feels like it should be quite a long one. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Gonzi. All your likes, comments, and support have been amazing. You guys are awesome, and I'll catch you on the next one.